Well, pull up a chair and grab a cuppa because we need to talk about what's been going on in our favorite Yorkshire village. It feels like only yesterday we were welcoming John Sugden back into the fold, Victoria's long-lost brother, a charming doctor with a seemingly kind heart. But as the old saying goes, you should never judge a book by its cover, and in Emmerdale it seems the most welcoming smiles often hide the most sinister of secrets. The name on everyone's lips right now is John, and for all the wrong reasons. The shocking revelations of the past few weeks have sent shockwaves through the Dales, leaving us, the loyal viewers, on the edge of our seats, clutching our cushions in a mixture of horror and disbelief. We've seen villains come and go, but there's something about John's calculated cruelty, his masterful manipulation, that has us all asking the same terrifying question: who's next? For those who might have missed the heart-stopping drama, let's take a deep breath and recap. The bombshell that John was responsible for the tragic death of Nate Robinson has completely turned the village upside down. It wasn't a straightforward, heat-of-the-moment act of violence that we've become accustomed to in the world of soaps. No, this was something far more chilling. John, the man of medicine, the one sworn to save lives, used his knowledge to end one. He injected Nate with a fatal substance, a cold, calculated act that has left a permanent stain on the Sugden name. And as if that wasn't enough to make your blood run cold, the web of deceit he's spun since has been nothing short of masterful. Poor Tracy, already grieving the loss of her husband, has found herself public enemy number one, framed for a crime she didn't commit. Our hearts have ached for her as she's been ostracized, judged, and now even arrested. The sheer audacity of John to plant Nate's phone in little Frankie's playhouse is a level of villainy that's hard to comprehend. He's not just a killer, he's a puppet master, pulling the strings and watching the devastating consequences unfold with a chillingly calm demeanor. The emotional turmoil this has caused is palpable. We've seen Cain Dingle, a man known for his stoicism, brought to his knees by the loss of his son and the wrongful imprisonment of his son's wife. The raw, gut-wrenching scenes of his grief have been a powerful reminder of the human cost of John's actions. And let's not forget Aaron, John's husband, who is blissfully unaware that the man he's building a life with is a monster. The dramatic irony is almost too much to bear. Every loving glance, every shared moment between them is tainted by the horrifying truth we, the audience, are privy to. The whispers in the village and across social media are all asking the same thing. Is Tracy going to be John's next victim? The fan theories are running wild, and it's not hard to see why. With Tracy getting closer to the truth and her fierce determination to clear her name, she's becoming a dangerous liability for John. We've seen what he's capable of when he feels cornered. The thought of him silencing Tracy for good is a prospect that sends a shiver down the spine. But the list of potential victims doesn't stop there. The writers at Emmerdale have been cleverly planting seeds of suspicion in the minds of other characters. Moira, with her sharp intuition, seems to be sensing that something is amiss. Did she notice those two glasses on the table when John saved a drunken Cain? We all held our breath in that moment, hoping she would see through his heroic facade. Liam, too, with his medical background, is starting to question John's convenient heroics. How many times can one man be in the right place at the right time before it starts to look suspicious? And what about Robert Sugden? His recent dramatic return has thrown a spanner in the works for John. The tense confrontations between the two brothers have been electric, with Robert's open distrust of John a refreshing change from the blind faith of the other villagers. For a moment it looked like Robert himself was going to be John's next target, especially with that menacing syringe in hand. The collective gasp across the nation when John loomed over his unconscious brother was a testament to the show's ability to keep us guessing. The twist that John was, in his own twisted way, trying to help Robert by exposing a newcomer's malicious intent was a stroke of genius. It showcased the complexity of John's character. He's not just a one-dimensional baddie, he's a man with a warped sense of morality, a man who believes the ends justify the means, no matter how horrific. This complexity is what makes him so terrifyingly compelling. So where do we go from here? The emotional fallout from John's reign of terror is spreading, touching every corner of the village. The Dingle family, a cornerstone of Emmerdale, is being torn apart. Tracy's fight for justice is a fight for her life, and all the while John continues to walk among them, a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's this emotional connection to the characters that makes Emmerdale so special. We feel their pain, we share their anger, and we desperately hope for their vindication. We're not just passive observers. We're invested in their lives, their loves, and their losses. The coming weeks are sure to be a roller coaster of emotions. Will Moira's suspicions grow? Will Lime piece together the puzzle? Will Robert be the one to finally unmask his brother's true nature? Or will the unthinkable happen, and will we have to say a devastating goodbye to another beloved character at the hands of John? One thing is for certain. The shocking news surrounding Emmerdale's John Sugden has breathed a new, dark life into the show. It's a storyline that is not only gripping and full of suspense, but is also deeply rooted in the emotional connections we have with these characters. We're all in this together, waiting, watching, and hoping that good will triumph over this insidious evil. So keep your friends close, your theories closer, and don't miss a single heart-stopping moment of Emmerdale. The drama is just getting started.